Welcome to the Sun Belt, the land of endless sunshine, palm trees, and cities that just keep stealing the spotlight. If you've ever wondered where beauty, opportunity, and affordability all come together, you're in the right place. Today, we're counting down the 25 most beautiful cities to live in across this golden stretch of America. And trust me, some of these places might surprise you. The Sun Belt stretches from California all the way to the Carolinas, wrapping in deserts, mountains, coastlines, and everything in between. It's where retirees go to soak up the sun, families move to stretch their budgets further, and investors keep their eyes peeled for the next big growth story. Whether it's the neon sparkle of Las Vegas, the cobblestone charm of Charleston, or the desert glam of Palm Springs, each city on our list has its own flavor of beauty that makes it shine. But this isn't just about good looks. We're diving into the numbers too, like how many people are moving in, what homes cost, and why investors are lining up. Think of it as a mashup of postcard-worthy scenery and hard-hitting real estate insights. So grab your sunglasses, because the Sun Belt is about to shine brighter than ever. From waterfront boardwalks to mountain trails to bustling downtowns, we're covering the 25 most beautiful cities where you can live, invest, and thrive. Let's kick off the countdown and see which sunny spot might just become your next dream home. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to not miss any of our new videos. 25. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Oklahoma City might not be the first place that comes to mind when you picture beautiful, but give it a chance and it will surprise you. This is a city where big skies meet a rapidly growing skyline, where cowboy culture lives side by side with modern innovation. With a population closing in on 700,000, Oklahoma City has been steadily expanding, and it shows in the energy of its neighborhoods, restaurants, and cultural districts. Now, let's talk about the hook that gets families and retirees packing: affordability. The median home price sits at just a little over $200,000, which is significantly below the national average. In fact, you can often snag a comfortable single-family home here for what you'd pay for a tiny condo in a coastal city. That's the kind of deal that makes real estate investors' ears perk up, especially when paired with strong rental demand from young professionals moving in for work. But it's not just the wallet that's smiling in Oklahoma City. The cost of living here is nearly 15% below the national average. That means your retirement dollars stretch further, your family budget feels less strained, and investors can see better returns. For retirees, that combination of low housing costs and affordable everyday expenses makes Oklahoma City a lifestyle win. Then there's the quality of life factor. Oklahoma City boasts more than 100 parks, and Lake Hefner has become a favorite for boating, fishing, and evening strolls. The city has invested heavily in revitalizing its downtown, transforming what was once a sleepy core into a lively hub filled with breweries, theaters, and a sparkling riverside area. Even the NBA has made its mark here, with the Oklahoma City Thunder bringing big league sports and plenty of community pride. Jobs are another magnet. With industries spanning aerospace, biotech, and energy, the city's unemployment rate consistently hovers below the national average. That stability adds to the appeal for families looking to put down roots and for investors seeking growing markets. In short, Oklahoma City is a reminder that beauty doesn't have to come with sky-high price tags. Its combination of affordability, culture, and community makes it one of the most surprising gems of the Sun Belt. This is a place where retirees can live comfortably, families can grow happily, and investors can smile at the numbers. And that's why it earns its spot on our list. 24. Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville, Alabama, often called Rocket City, has transformed from a quiet southern town into one of the most exciting growth stories in the Sun Belt. Why the nickname? This is the place where NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center calls home, and where rocket scientists quite literally built the technology that put humans on the moon. Today, that legacy still powers the local economy, with aerospace and defense firms bringing in talent from across the country. But don't think this city is only about high-tech jobs and engineers. Huntsville has emerged as a place where families and retirees feel right at home. Its population is hovering around 230,000, and it has grown by more than 7% since 2020. That kind of steady growth signals a healthy, vibrant market, exactly what investors love to see. Pair that with a median home price of about $279,000, and you've got affordability that's tough to beat when compared to larger metros like Atlanta or Dallas. One of the most charming aspects of Huntsville is how it blends brainpower with natural beauty. The city is nestled in the Tennessee Valley, surrounded by the rolling Appalachian foothills. That means hiking, biking, and weekend camping trips are never far away. Monte Sano State Park offers sweeping views of the valley, and Lake Guntersville is a favorite spot for fishing and boating. For retirees looking for a slower pace, or families who want the outdoors at their doorstep, Huntsville checks the box. The culture scene is also on the rise. Downtown Huntsville has seen a wave of revitalization, with craft breweries, farm-to-table restaurants, and outdoor festivals filling the calendar year-round. There's even a growing arts community, anchored by the Huntsville Museum of Art and live music venues that keep things lively. It's proof that this isn't just a work town, it's a live, play, and thrive town. Investors are taking note too, with new job announcements regularly rolling in from tech firms, defense contractors, and manufacturing plants. The demand for housing has stayed strong. Rental markets are robust, and property appreciation has outpaced the national average in recent years. Families moving in for jobs, retirees chasing affordability, and investors spotting long-term growth, they're all converging in Rocket City. In short, Huntsville is not only smart, it's beautiful. It's a city where innovation, affordability, and Southern charm blend seamlessly, making it one of the most appealing destinations in the Sun Belt today. 23. Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville is one of those cities that people often overlook when they think of Florida, and that's exactly what makes it such a sweet deal. With over 1 million residents, it recently earned the title of the most populous city in the Sunshine State. Yet, despite that size, it manages to hold on to its laid-back coastal vibe, mixing small-town warmth with big city amenities. Families, retirees, and investors are all catching on to its secret. It is affordable, beautiful, and growing fast. Let's talk numbers first. The median home price in Jacksonville is hovering around $285,000. Compare that to Miami's $500,000+ price tags, and you quickly see why buyers are turning their eyes north. The city has also been gaining over 16,000 new residents each year, showing just how magnetic its beaches, jobs, and affordability really are. For retirees, this means you can buy a home without draining your savings. For investors, steady in-migration, paired with below national average housing costs, spells a strong, long-term play. Nature is Jacksonville's ace card. It boasts more shoreline than any other city in the country, with the Street, a Johns River winding through the heart of town, and 20 miles of Atlantic beaches drawing both locals and tourists. Fishing, surfing, or just relaxing in the sun are part of everyday life here. Add in the largest urban park system in the nation, covering more than 80,000 acres, and you get an outdoor lifestyle that rivals anywhere in Florida. Culturally, Jacksonville is flexing its muscles too. Its downtown has seen revitalization, with new restaurants, breweries, and art spaces breathing fresh energy into the core. Families love the combination of strong schools, a growing job market anchored in finance, logistics, and healthcare, and a cost of living that is still below the U.S. average. Meanwhile, retirees enjoy a slower pace than Orlando or Tampa, without sacrificing access to top-rated hospitals and cultural amenities. Investors especially appreciate Jacksonville's position as a logistics hub. With its deep water port and proximity to interstates, the city is a magnet for distribution centers and shipping businesses. That keeps the job market humming and ensures a steady demand for housing. Rental yields here tend to beat out other Florida metros, making it one of the state's under-the-radar winners. So while Jacksonville may not yet have Miami's international buzz or Tampa's glittering skyline, it offers something more practical, a chance to live beautifully by the water without paying luxury prices. It's a city that balances affordability with lifestyle, making it one of the most beautiful and best-kept secrets of the Sun Belt. 22. Fort Myers, Florida. Fort Myers is the kind of place that instantly feels like a tropical postcard come to life. With its palm-lined boulevards, sugar sand Gulf beaches, and laid-back atmosphere, it has been a retirement magnet for decades. Yet, it is not only retirees who are catching on. Families and investors have also realized that Fort Myers offers a rare mix of beauty and affordability in the Florida real estate market. Let's start with the numbers that turn heads. The median home price in Fort Myers is sitting at around $316,000, which is more than 10% lower than just a year ago. That kind of dip is music to the ears of buyers and investors who are watching prices climb steadily during the pandemic boom. Compared to Miami or Naples, Fort Myers feels like a steal, offering waterfront living at a fraction of the cost. And the growth? It has been incredible. The metro area has consistently ranked among the fastest growing in the nation, with new residents pouring in for sunshine, affordability, and a slower lifestyle. Many of them are retirees escaping higher tax states up north, but increasingly, families are joining the trend, attracted by strong schools, expanding healthcare systems, and a job market that continues to diversify beyond tourism. Fort Myers is also a city that celebrates its natural surroundings. The Caloosahatchee River flows through its center, and just minutes away are barrier islands like Sanibel and Captiva, world famous for shelling and pristine beaches. Kayaking through mangroves, fishing at sunrise, or simply walking along the pier at dusk are part of everyday life here. Retirees love that they can trade in snow shovels for sandals, while families enjoy outdoor activities year-round. Cultural life adds another layer of charm. Fort Myers has a historic downtown filled with art galleries, local eateries, and live music spots that keep evenings lively. The city also boasts a fascinating history, once home to Thomas Edison and Henry Ford, whose winter estates remain a popular attraction. For investors, Fort Myers offers promising returns. With continued in-migration, rental demand remains strong, especially from seasonal residents and snowbirds who flock here each winter. Even with the recent market correction, property appreciation over the past decade has been robust, proving that this Gulf Coast jewel has staying power. All in all, Fort Myers is a place where affordability meets paradise. It's a city where retirees can find peace, families can find opportunity, and investors can find value, all wrapped up in year-round sunshine and coastal charm. 21. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lauderdale has earned its nickname, the Venice of America. For good reason. With more than 300 miles of canals and waterways weaving through the city, it offers a lifestyle that feels like a permanent vacation. Sailboats, yachts, and waterfront homes line its picturesque streets, creating a coastal charm that retirees, families, and investors can't resist. Add in year-round sunshine, and you've got a destination that feels like paradise with a zip code. On the numbers side, the city's median home price is hovering around $512,000. While that is higher than places like Jacksonville or Fort Myers, it is still more affordable than Miami, sitting just down the road. What's more, prices have dipped nearly 5% compared to last year, creating opportunities for buyers who want to get into the South Florida lifestyle without overpaying. For investors, that dip suggests a chance to scoop up property in a market where long-term demand remains strong. Population growth tells another story. The Fort Lauderdale metro has been steadily expanding, thanks to its thriving tourism industry, its growing presence as a business hub, and of course, Florida's famous perk of no state income tax. This combination is pulling in both families seeking opportunity and retirees eager to stretch their retirement dollars in a place where boating, golf, and beaches are everyday pastimes. Cultural life in Fort Lauderdale has exploded in recent years. The Las Olas Boulevard district is lined with restaurants, art galleries, and boutique shops that keep the city buzzing with activity. The Arts and Entertainment District hosts festivals and live music year-round, while the Museum of Discovery and Science makes it family-friendly. Families enjoy access to good schools, expanding healthcare facilities, and a cost of living that, while higher than the national average, is balanced by Florida's tax advantages. For retirees, Fort Lauderdale offers exactly what many dream of, a lifestyle built around the water. Whether it's fishing in the Atlantic, cruising the canals, or simply sitting by the beach, it's a city designed for relaxation. Investors are equally drawn to the strong rental market. With millions of tourists visiting every year and an influx of new residents, demand for short-term rentals and long-term housing stays high, ensuring consistent returns. In short, Fort Lauderdale mixes beauty with opportunity. Its canals, beaches, and cultural heartbeat make it more than just a retirement haven or an investment play. It's a city where families can thrive, retirees can relax, and investors can smile at the numbers, all while soaking in some of the best views the Sunbelt has to offer. 20. Dallas, Texas. Dallas is the kind of city that proves big really is better. Sitting in the heart of North Texas, this metro powerhouse has grown into one of the most dynamic places to live in the Sunbelt. With a population of more than 1.3 million in the city itself and over 7 million in the broader metro, Dallas has become a magnet for families, retirees, and investors who want all the perks of a big city without the sky-high costs you'd find in coastal hubs. Start with affordability. The median home price in Dallas is hovering around $307,000, a figure that makes jaws drop when compared to places like Los Angeles or San Diego. Families relocating here often marvel at the fact they can get spacious homes in good school districts without emptying their wallets. For retirees, that lower price tag means more money left for leisure, dining, and of course, Dallas's legendary shopping. Investors love the math too, as steady in-migration continues to fuel housing demand and keep appreciation strong. Job growth has been one of Dallas's biggest magnets. Over the past decade, the city has attracted a wave of corporate relocations, with Fortune 500 companies in finance, tech, and defense choosing Dallas as their new base. That means steady employment opportunities, higher incomes, and long-term stability for residents. Families looking for career opportunities and good schools often put Dallas at the top of their list, while investors see a city with one of the strongest job markets in the entire country. Culturally, Dallas shines bright. From the Dallas Museum of Art to the Performing Arts District to a thriving food scene, there's always something to keep your weekends busy. Sports fans have their pick of world-class teams, from the Dallas Cowboys to the Mavericks. And for those who love the outdoors, White Rock Lake and a growing network of parks and trails bring balance to the urban hustle. The city's diverse neighborhoods make it easy to find a fit for every lifestyle. Uptown is trendy and walkable. Highland Park is polished and upscale, while suburbs like Plano and Frisco are booming with family-friendly amenities. For retirees, Dallas offers excellent healthcare facilities and an airport that makes visiting family anywhere in the country simple. For investors, the numbers speak volumes. A growing population, affordable entry prices, and strong rental yields. Add in the Texas perk of no state income tax, and Dallas becomes a Sunbelt powerhouse that is beautiful, practical, and profitable all at once. 19. Houston, Texas. Houston has earned its place as one of the Sunbelt's true giants, and it's not just because of its size. With a city population of over 2.3 million and a metro of nearly 7 million, it is the fourth largest city in the country. Yet what makes Houston stand out is its ability to combine affordability, opportunity, and a thriving cultural scene, while still keeping plenty of Southern charm. Start with affordability. The median home price in Houston sits at around $264,000, which is significantly below the national average. For families, that means stretching budgets further, buying larger homes, and still having money left over for lifestyle perks. Retirees love it because they can downsize comfortably without draining their savings. Investors are smiling too, because despite low entry prices, Houston continues to see steady property appreciation thanks to population growth and strong rental demand. Speaking of growth, Houston has been adding tens of thousands of new residents each year. In 2023 to 2024 alone, more than 43,000 people made the move. The drivers are clear. Energy, healthcare, and aerospace jobs are booming. The Texas Medical Center, the largest in the world, provides not only employment, but also world-class healthcare, a big plus for retirees. Meanwhile, oil and gas may have put Houston on the map, but new industries like biotech and manufacturing are making it a truly diversified economy. Culture is another big selling point. Houston's food scene is ranked among the best in the nation, thanks to a melting pot of influences from Mexican to Vietnamese to classic Texas barbecue. The city's museum district boasts more than a dozen cultural institutions, and its theater district is second only to New York in terms of seats. Families enjoy access to the Houston Zoo, Space Center Houston, and an ever-expanding park system, with Buffalo Bayou Park offering miles of trails and waterfront views. Then there's the Texas advantage: no state income tax. Combined with affordable housing, this makes Houston a practical choice for retirees who want to stretch retirement savings and for investors who want to maximize returns. In short, Houston is big, bold, and full of opportunity. It's a city where families can thrive, retirees can live comfortably, and investors can confidently buy into growth. Add in its affordability and its diverse cultural offerings, and you have one of the most compelling cities in the Sun Belt today. 18. San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio is one of those cities that manages to feel both historic and fresh at the same time. It's best known for the Alamo, but spend even a day here and you realize this is a city with layers of charm. The famous Riverwalk, with its winding pathways and colorful cafes, looks like it was pulled straight from a postcard. Add in a booming economy and affordable housing, and you've got a Sunbelt gem that appeals to just about everyone. Let's get into the numbers. San Antonio has a population of about 1.5 million, and it recently ranked as one of the fastest growing big cities in America. Between 2023 and 2024 alone, it added more than 35,000 new residents. That kind of momentum speaks volumes about its appeal. The median home price is around $251,000, making it one of the most affordable large cities in the nation. For families, that means you can buy a spacious home without sacrificing your budget. For retirees, it means a comfortable lifestyle that won't eat away at savings. For investors, it signals opportunity in a market that is still climbing. San Antonio is also a city where history and culture take center stage. The Alamo is just the beginning. The Riverwalk is lined with restaurants, live music, and vibrant nightlife. Annual celebrations like Fiesta San Antonio draw millions of visitors, while the city's Mexican-American heritage brings a richness to its food, art, and community life. Families love the mix of tradition and modernity, and retirees appreciate the slower pace balanced by cultural vibrancy. Nature is part of the deal, too. The Texas Hill Country is just a short drive away, with wineries, hiking trails, and stunning views. Within the city, parks and green spaces make outdoor recreation accessible for all. Golf courses, bike trails, and community centers add to the lifestyle appeal. Job opportunities are strong, thanks to a diverse economy anchored in military bases, healthcare, tourism, and a growing tech sector. With an unemployment rate consistently below the national average, it's no wonder so many families and young professionals are moving in. For retirees, the healthcare infrastructure stands out. San Antonio is home to top medical centers, making it a practical as well as a beautiful place to spend retirement. Investors enjoy a steady rental market, fueled by both military families and steady in-migration. In short, San Antonio blends history, affordability, and culture in a way few cities can. It's a place where you can live well, invest smartly, and enjoy a lifestyle full of sunshine and tradition. 17. Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte is one of those cities that sneaks up on you. Once known primarily as a banking hub, it has blossomed into a vibrant, fast-growing metro with a little bit of everything. From sleek skyscrapers downtown to leafy neighborhoods shaded by towering oaks, Charlotte combines southern charm with the buzz of a big city. Families, retirees, and investors alike have been flocking here. And when you look at the numbers, it is easy to see why. Charlotte has been on a growth tear. Between 2023 and 2024 alone, the metro added more than 61,000 residents, marking a growth rate of over 2% in just a single year. That kind of population surge is a powerful signal of opportunity. More people moving in means stronger demand for housing, vibrant new neighborhoods, and plenty of fuel for the local economy. The median home price sits at around $398,000, a sweet spot that is still more affordable than many coastal metros, while showing steady appreciation year over year. For families, that means room to grow. For retirees, it means long-term stability. And for investors, it's a solid bet. The city is often called the Wall Street of the South, thanks to the presence of major banks like Bank of America and Wells Fargo. But the job scene has diversified well beyond finance. Tech companies, energy firms, and a thriving startup community have made Charlotte a magnet for young professionals. Families appreciate the strong school systems and career opportunities, while retirees enjoy knowing their kids and grandkids can find stable jobs nearby. Culturally, Charlotte doesn't disappoint. The city is home to professional football, basketball, and even NASCAR, giving sports fans endless options. Museums like the Mint Museum and the Levine Center for the Arts add cultural depth, while breweries and trendy restaurants keep the nightlife alive. The city has managed to grow rapidly without losing its community feel, making it appealing for anyone who wants both opportunity and livability. Nature also plays a starring role. The Blue Ridge Mountains are just a couple of hours away, offering hiking and weekend getaways, while nearby Lake Norman provides boating, fishing, and waterfront living. Charlotte residents enjoy all 4 seasons, including mild winters, making it especially attractive to retirees coming from harsher climates. Put it all together, and Charlotte is a city with balance. It is big enough to provide opportunity, small enough to retain its southern friendliness, and beautiful enough to inspire people to stay. No wonder it continues to rise as one of the most desirable cities in the Sun Belt. 16. Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh, the capital of North Carolina, is proof that brains and beauty can go hand in hand. At first glance, you notice its leafy streets, charming historic neighborhoods, and a downtown that mixes old red brick buildings with sleek modern towers. But look closer, and you'll find one of the most powerful engines of growth in the entire Sun Belt. This city isn't just pretty, it's smart too. The headline number that gets attention is the median home price, sitting around $437,000. That is higher than some of its neighbors. But what makes Raleigh special is the value baked into that number. Buyers aren't just getting a house, they're buying into one of the most dynamic economies in the Southeast. Raleigh is part of the famed Research Triangle, along with Durham and Chapel Hill, which has become a global hub for tech, biotech, and higher education. That means consistent job growth, strong incomes, and a steady stream of professionals moving into the area. Population growth here has been dramatic. Over the past 3 decades, Raleigh's metro population has more than tripled, and it is still adding new residents every single year at a pace above the national average. For families, that translates into stable neighborhoods, expanding school systems, and plenty of opportunities for career growth. For retirees, it means a lively community full of cultural events, learning opportunities, and world-class healthcare. For investors, it signals a housing market that still has room to run. Culturally, Raleigh punches above its weight. The city is home to museums like the North Carolina Museum of Art and the Museum of Natural Sciences, along with a performing arts scene that attracts big productions. Downtown Raleigh has developed into a hub of breweries, restaurants, and music venues that keep the energy buzzing. Families love how accessible it all feels, while retirees can take advantage of the vibrant calendar of events. And then there's the outdoors. Raleigh is known as the City of Oaks, and it takes that title seriously. Parks and greenways wind through the city, offering miles of trails for walking and biking. Jordan Lake and Falls Lake are nearby for boating and fishing weekends, while the Appalachian Mountains are only a few hours away for quick getaways. In Raleigh, beauty isn't just in the scenery, it's in the opportunities. Families find stability, retirees find comfort, and investors find growth. It's no wonder this leafy capital city continues to rise as one of the crown jewels of the Sun Belt. 15. Atlanta is one of those cities that wears many hats, and somehow it looks good in all of them. It is the South's financial engine, a cultural powerhouse, and a place where nature still manages to sneak into everyday life with tree-lined streets and lush neighborhoods. No wonder more than 6.4 million people now call the Atlanta metro home, with the city adding more than 75,000 new residents in just 1 year between 2023 and 2024. That kind of growth puts Atlanta firmly on the map as one of the Sun Belt's brightest stars. The housing market is another part of the story. The median home price sits around $393,000, which is significantly more affordable than cities like Washington, D.C. or Boston, while still offering the income potential of a major metro. Families love that they can find spacious homes with yards without breaking the bank. Retirees appreciate the relative affordability, and investors see strong long-term appreciation paired with steady rental demand. Jobs are plentiful here too. Atlanta has become a hub for Fortune 500 companies, including Coca-Cola, Delta Airlines, and Home Depot. The film industry has exploded, with Georgia now producing more movies than California in some years. That means steady job creation across sectors, attracting families and young professionals from across the country. Retirees also appreciate the access to excellent healthcare networks anchored by Emory University and Piedmont Healthcare. Culturally, Atlanta is unmatched in the region. From the High Museum of Art to the Fox Theater to a thriving live music and restaurant scene, there is never a shortage of things to do. Sports fans are spoiled with professional football, basketball, baseball, and soccer, while foodies can dive into everything from Southern barbecue to global fusion. For families, top schools and expanding suburban neighborhoods offer plenty of choices, while retirees can enjoy arts, parks, and vibrant community life. Nature is part of Atlanta's hidden charm. Despite being a big metro, it is famously called the city in a forest thanks to its tree canopy. Just outside the city are the North Georgia mountains, perfect for weekend hiking and wine country tours. Within the metro, Piedmont Park and the Beltline Trail system provide green escapes in the middle of urban life. Atlanta balances opportunity, beauty, and affordability like few places can. It is no surprise that families are relocating, retirees are settling, and investors are eyeing this southern hub. In the Sun Belt, Atlanta shines as a city that is big, bold, and brimming with possibility. 14. Virginia Beach, Virginia. Virginia Beach is a city that knows how to mix relaxation with opportunity. As the largest city in Virginia, with close to 500,000 residents, it stretches along the Atlantic Ocean and Chesapeake Bay, offering miles of beaches that feel like a permanent vacation. For retirees dreaming of seaside strolls, families craving a safe and scenic community, and investors hunting for a coastal market that still has room to grow, Virginia Beach is the kind of place that checks a lot of boxes. On the real estate front, the median home price hovers around $414,000. While that's above the national average, it's a bargain compared to places like Miami or San Diego that carry similar beach town vibes. Prices have even ticked up modestly by about 2% in the past year, showing steady appreciation without the dramatic swings that can make some markets nerve-wracking. For families, that means stability. For retirees, it means value that holds strong. And for investors, it's a safe, steady bet in a city where demand has never really slowed down. What fuels that demand? A lot of it comes from the city's dual personality. On one side, Virginia Beach is a major military hub, home to several Navy bases that bring both jobs and stability. On the other side, it is one of the East Coast's most popular vacation destinations, drawing millions of visitors each summer to its famous boardwalk, oceanfront, and festivals. That combination of military families, long-term residents, and seasonal tourism makes for a housing market that rarely cools off. Culturally, Virginia Beach has been stepping up its game. Beyond the boardwalk, you'll find a growing food scene with everything from fresh seafood shacks to fine dining, along with music and arts festivals that keep the calendar lively year-round. Families enjoy access to strong schools and sprawling parks, while retirees appreciate the healthcare infrastructure and community centers geared toward active aging. And let's not forget the natural beauty. The city offers not just sandy beaches, but also wetlands, state parks, and wildlife refuges. Outdoor lovers can kayak through the Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge in the morning and lounge on the beach in the afternoon. The combination of coastal living and access to nature keeps quality of life high for every age group. In short, Virginia Beach blends seaside charm, economic stability, and steady real estate growth. It is a city where retirees can relax, families can flourish, and investors can find peace of mind knowing the waves of demand just keep rolling in. 13. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque is one of those cities that seems to glow under the desert Sunday. Nestled along the Rio Grande and framed by the Sandia Mountains, it offers jaw-dropping sunsets, colorful adobe architecture, and a culture as vibrant as its famous hot air balloons. For retirees, families, and investors, Albuquerque combines natural beauty with affordability, making it a hidden treasure in the Sun Belt. Start with the housing market. The median home price here is about $339,000, which puts Albuquerque well below the national average. That affordability is a big reason people are packing up and moving in. Retirees find that their dollars stretch further without giving up amenities, while families enjoy buying larger homes with yards for less than what they'd pay in pricier metros. Investors, too, see Albuquerque as a place where entry costs are low, but appreciation has been consistent over the past decade. The population is growing steadily, though not at breakneck speed like some other Sunbelt cities. That's part of its charm. Albuquerque is adding new residents each year, but the pace keeps the city feeling livable and relaxed. The job market is diversifying as well, with sectors like film production, renewable energy, and tech joining long-standing industries like aerospace and defense. For families, that means career opportunities are broadening. For retirees, it's comforting to know that the local economy is steady and expanding. Culturally, Albuquerque shines bright. It is the birthplace of the International Balloon Fiesta, where hundreds of hot air balloons paint the sky every October. Its old town, with adobe buildings and historic plazas, feels like a step back in time. Art lovers flock to the city's galleries and museums, while foodies can't get enough of the new Mexican cuisine. Think green chile on just about everything. Families benefit from a strong sense of community and events that bring people together year-round. And then there's the outdoors. The Sandia Mountains provide endless hiking and skiing opportunities, while the Rio Grande offers trails and birdwatching along its banks. The desert climate means over 300 days of sunshine each year, a dream for anyone tired of gray winters. Retirees can stay active year-round, and families can raise kids who grow up with mountains and trails as part of their backyard. Albuquerque blends affordability, culture, and natural splendor in a way that feels rare these days. It is beautiful, practical, and welcoming, which is exactly why more people are choosing to call it home. 12. Tampa, Florida. Tampa has quietly transformed itself into one of the hottest destinations in the Sun Belt, and not just because of its sunshine. Nestled on the Gulf Coast, this city has evolved from a retiree hideaway into a booming metro full of opportunity, culture, and natural beauty. Families, retirees, and investors are all taking notice, and the numbers back up the buzz. Between 2023 and 2024, Tampa's metro added more than 50,000 new residents, representing growth of about 1.5% in just a year. That's one of the strongest population jumps of any large U.S. city, and it's a powerful signal of long-term demand. The median home price sits at around $372,000, a figure that keeps Tampa competitive compared to pricier metros like Miami. For families, that means they can still buy into coastal Florida living without paying $500,000. For retirees, it offers a balance of affordability and lifestyle perks. For investors, it's the kind of solid middle ground where appreciation and rental demand work hand in hand. The job market has also played a major role in Tampa's rise. Once heavily reliant on tourism, Tampa now boasts a diversified economy spanning healthcare, finance, shipping, and tech. Companies like J.P. Morgan, Chase, and Citigroup have large presences here, alongside a rapidly growing medical sector anchored by Tampa General Hospital. Families moving in find career opportunities across industries, while retirees appreciate knowing top-rated healthcare is nearby. Culturally, Tampa has something for everyone. The Riverwalk has revitalized the downtown waterfront, turning it into a magnet for outdoor dining, festivals, and nightlife. Ybor City adds a dose of history and Cuban flair, while professional sports teams like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Lightning keep fans engaged year-round. Families enjoy the Florida Aquarium, Busch Gardens, and endless kid-friendly attractions, while retirees can just as easily enjoy a stroll along Bayshore Boulevard with million-dollar views of the bay. And then there's the natural beauty. With easy access to Clearwater and Street Pete beaches, Tampa residents have some of the most stunning coastlines in the country just a short drive away. Combine that with warm winters and a steady flow of sunshine, and it's easy to see why so many Northerners are trading snow shovels for flip-flops. In short, Tampa blends affordability, opportunity, and lifestyle in a way few metros can match. It's big enough to feel exciting, coastal enough to feel like paradise, and affordable enough to make sense for families, retirees, and investors alike. 11. Orlando, Florida. Orlando is often thought of as the land of theme parks, but living here is about so much more than roller coasters and mouse ears. Sure, Walt Disney World and Universal Studios put Orlando on the global stage, but what's really making people move here is the balance of sunshine, opportunity, and affordability. It's a city where retirees can find a vibrant, active community, families can grow in safe neighborhoods, and investors can cash in on a market that shows no signs of slowing down. The numbers tell an impressive story. Between 2023 and 2024, Orlando's metro added nearly 76,000 new residents, making it the fastest-growing large metro in the United States, with a growth rate of about 2.7% in a single year. That's not just growth, that's a population boom. The median home price sits around $376,000, keeping Orlando in the sweet spot for affordability compared to cities like Miami or Fort Lauderdale, while still offering strong appreciation for buyers who get in now. Job growth is one of the biggest drivers. Tourism is massive, of course, with millions of visitors flocking to Orlando each year, but the local economy has diversified far beyond Mickey and Harry Potter. Tech, healthcare, aerospace, and logistics are thriving, bringing career opportunities that attract families and young professionals. For retirees, the robust healthcare system, anchored by Orlando Health and Advent Health, is a major draw. Investors see both a strong long-term housing market and consistent rental demand from families moving in and young professionals chasing jobs. Lifestyle is another selling point. Beyond the theme parks, Orlando offers lakeside living, golf courses, and a downtown that has grown into a lively hub of restaurants, entertainment venues, and nightlife. Families love the excellent school districts in suburban areas like Winter Park and Lake Nona. Retirees enjoy year-round golfing, cultural events, and a climate that lets them trade winter coats for flip-flops. And then there's the sunshine. Orlando boasts more than 230 days of sun each year, and its central location means you're less than an hour from Atlantic beaches and about 2 hours from the Gulf Coast. For outdoor lovers, that's a dream. Orlando isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to thrive. With booming growth, a strong job market, and plenty of beauty to go around, it has quickly become one of the most desirable cities in the Sun Belt. 10. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah is the kind of city that makes you fall in love at first sight. With its cobblestone squares, moss-draped oak trees, and pastel-colored historic homes, it looks like something out of a southern fairy tale. But beneath the charm, Savannah is also a city on the rise, attracting retirees, families, and investors with its mix of affordability, culture, and timeless beauty. The median home price here is about $329,000, which feels like a bargain considering how stunning the real estate is. From historic Victorian houses in the downtown district to modern family homes in suburban neighborhoods, the market offers something for everyone. And with the city continuing to grow, buyers are finding that not only are they getting beautiful homes, they're also buying into appreciation potential that is stronger than many coastal destinations. Savannah's population has been inching upwards steadily, now sitting at about 148,000 residents. That may not sound massive compared to Atlanta or Charlotte, but it's part of what makes Savannah so appealing. It still feels intimate and manageable, yet offers all the amenities of a larger city. Families moving in love that they can enjoy a slower pace of life without sacrificing quality schools or access to healthcare. Retirees are drawn to the walkable downtown and the vibrant sense of community. Investors see the steady growth as a sign of resilience and opportunity. Culturally, Savannah is a gem. It is home to one of the largest historic districts in the country, filled with squares that date back to the 18th century. The city hosts art festivals, music events, and food celebrations that draw people from all over. Add in the influence of the Savannah College of Art and Design, and you get a creative, youthful energy layered on top of all that history. Families love strolling River Street on weekends, retirees enjoy gallery openings, and investors see a city that is always buzzing with tourism. Speaking of tourism, Savannah's location on the Georgia coast makes it a natural magnet for visitors. Tybee Island is just a short drive away, offering sandy beaches and fresh seafood. Within the city, the oak-lined parks and riverside walks are simply stunning. For retirees, this beauty means a lifestyle that feels like a permanent vacation. For families, it's a safe and enriching environment. For investors, tourism ensures a strong short-term rental market and a constant stream of demand. Savannah blends affordability, beauty, and history in a way few places can. It is romantic, practical, and brimming with opportunities. A southern jewel in the Sunbelt crown. 9. Tucson, Arizona. Tucson is the desert city that knows how to dazzle. With the dramatic backdrop of the Santa Catalina Mountains and skies so clear that astronomers around the world come here to study the stars, Tucson offers a lifestyle that feels both adventurous and relaxed. It's a city where retirees swap snow shovels for cacti, families discover affordable housing paired with sunshine, and investors spot a market that is still growing steadily in the heart of Arizona. Let's look at the numbers. The median home price in Tucson sits at about $326,000, putting it comfortably below the national average. That makes it one of the most affordable metro areas in Arizona, especially when compared to its larger neighbor Phoenix, where home prices have soared above $400,000. For retirees, Tucson offers the chance to stretch savings while enjoying a desert paradise. Families see an opportunity to buy homes with space and yards at prices that are still reasonable. Investors appreciate that while entry costs are low, appreciation has remained steady, offering healthy returns over the past decade. Tucson's population has been growing, though at a slower and more sustainable pace than Phoenix. This steady growth is appealing for families and retirees who want the amenities of a larger city without the overwhelming sprawl. The city is also home to the University of Arizona, which brings not only jobs and educational opportunities, but also a lively cultural and sports scene that keeps Tucson buzzing year-round. Culturally, Tucson embraces its southwestern identity. Downtown is filled with historic adobe buildings, colorful murals, and a food scene that has earned it a UNESCO City of Gastronomy designation. Yes, Tucson is the first U.S. city to hold that title, thanks to its blend of Native American, Mexican, and pioneer culinary traditions. Families enjoy a calendar full of festivals and outdoor events. Retirees appreciate the arts community and rich cultural heritage, and investors know that strong tourism continues to fuel demand for short-term rentals. And then there's the great outdoors. Tucson offers over 300 days of sunshine each year, making it a dream for hikers, bikers, and golfers. Saguaro National Park surrounds the city with its iconic giant cacti, while Mount Lemmon provides cooler temperatures and even skiing in the winter. For retirees, it's the perfect environment to stay active. For families, it's an outdoor playground. Tucson is a city that mixes affordability, natural beauty, and cultural vibrancy. It may not be as flashy as Phoenix, but for many people, that's exactly the point. It's a beautiful desert gem in the Sunbelt that offers comfort, community, and opportunity. 8. Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix is the heavyweight of the desert, big, bold, and constantly growing. With its sprawling metro of more than 5 million people, it has become one of the fastest-growing cities in the entire country. Between 2023 and 2024 alone, Phoenix added nearly 85,000 new residents, a growth rate of about 1.7%. That steady influx tells us one thing: people are flocking to the Valley of the Sun for opportunity, affordability, and year-round sunshine. Housing in Phoenix is hotter than the desert pavement in July. The median home price is about $408,000. While that may be higher than smaller Arizona markets like Tucson, it's still far more affordable than comparable metros in California. That gap has made Phoenix especially attractive to families and retirees fleeing high-cost states to the west. For investors, the numbers look strong too, with property appreciation outpacing many national averages and rental demand fueled by the constant stream of new arrivals. The job market is another piece of the puzzle. Phoenix has transformed from a retiree town into a diversified economic hub. Tech companies, semiconductor manufacturers, and financial firms have all expanded here, creating jobs that attract families and young professionals. Retirees also benefit indirectly from that growth, as the strong economy ensures healthcare and services continue to expand right along with the population. Culturally, Phoenix has outgrown its old, sleepy desert reputation. Downtown has seen revitalization, with new restaurants, music venues, and a growing arts scene. Sports fans enjoy professional teams in every major league, from basketball's Suns to baseball's Diamondbacks. Families find plenty to do with attractions like the Desert Botanical Garden and Phoenix Zoo. For retirees, golf courses, community centers, and art festivals provide endless options for staying engaged. And then there's the great outdoors. Phoenix enjoys more than 300 days of sunshine each year, making it paradise for anyone who loves hiking, biking, or golfing. Camelback Mountain, South Mountain Park, and Papago Park are just a few of the city's iconic outdoor playgrounds. For retirees, it's the perfect place to stay active year-round. Families love raising kids in an environment where nature is literally at the doorstep. Phoenix is a city that proves growth doesn't have to come at the expense of lifestyle. With strong population gains, a booming economy, and plenty of natural beauty, it has become one of the most appealing Sunbelt cities. Families thrive, retirees relax, and investors ride the wave of appreciation, all under the endless Arizona Sunday. 7. Miami, Florida. Miami is the Sunbelt city that needs no introduction. Known for its turquoise waters, Art Deco skyline, and sizzling nightlife, it has become one of the most glamorous spots in the U.S. But beneath all the glitz and glam, Miami offers real value for families, retirees, and investors who know how to read the numbers. First, let's look at population growth. Between 2023 and 2024, Miami's metro gained over 123,000 new residents, a growth rate of nearly 2%. That puts it among the fastest-growing big metros in the nation. For families, this means schools and neighborhoods are expanding. For retirees, it means vibrant communities with endless opportunities to connect. For investors, steady in-migration ensures housing demand stays hot. Now let's talk housing. The median home price in Miami is about $577,000. Yes, it's higher than most Sunbelt cities, but it reflects Miami's global appeal. Buyers here aren't just competing with locals, they're competing with international investors, snowbirds, and second home seekers who all want a slice of South Florida sunshine. For investors, that kind of demand translates into strong appreciation and rental opportunities, whether long-term or vacation-based. The economy is equally magnetic. Miami has blossomed into a hub for finance, tech, and international trade, with many companies relocating here from high-cost states like New York and California. That means jobs are plentiful, incomes are climbing, and the city's future looks bright. Retirees benefit too, with a wide range of healthcare facilities and, of course, Florida's famous perk of no state income tax. Culturally, Miami is electric. From the colorful murals of Wynwood to the Art Deco gems along Ocean Drive, the city pulses with creativity. Add in world-class restaurants, the Miami Heat and Dolphins for sports fans, and festivals like Art Basel, and you've got non-stop energy. Families enjoy family-friendly areas like Coconut Grove and Coral Gables, while retirees often choose quieter neighborhoods with easy beach access. And then there's the lifestyle that makes Miami irresistible. Imagine waking up to ocean breezes, spending your afternoons on South Beach, and finishing your day with Cuban coffee and live salsa music. Sunshine, palm trees, and waterfront living are not vacation luxuries here, they're everyday life. Miami is bold, beautiful, and endlessly dynamic. Families come for opportunity, retirees come for sunshine, and investors come for returns. It's a city that doesn't just sparkle, it sizzles. And that's why it holds a top spot in the Sunbelt. 6. Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale is where desert beauty meets luxury living. Tucked into the Phoenix metro, it has earned a reputation as one of the most desirable places to live in Arizona, thanks to its golf courses, mountain views, and resort-style lifestyle. With a median home price of about $828,000, Scottsdale is not the cheapest spot in the Sunbelt, but what residents get for their money is an unmatched blend of beauty, comfort, and prestige. Let's start with who's moving here. More than a third of Scottsdale's residents are age 65 and older, which makes it one of the most retiree-friendly cities in America. That's no surprise when you consider what's on offer. Year-round sunshine, world-class healthcare, and neighborhoods designed with active lifestyles in mind. Retirees can spend mornings golfing, afternoons at spa resorts, and evenings dining in some of the state's best restaurants. For families, Scottsdale also provides strong schools, safe neighborhoods, and access to jobs in the booming Phoenix metro. Investors see opportunity in both long-term appreciation and seasonal rental demand from snowbirds and vacationers. Scottsdale is also a playground for nature lovers. McDowell Sonoran Preserve offers more than 30,000 acres of protected desert land, with hiking and biking trails that showcase the rugged beauty of the Sonoran Desert. Camelback Mountain looms nearby for those who want a challenge, and golf courses seem to stretch endlessly across the city. For retirees, this means staying active never feels like a chore. For families, it's the perfect backyard adventure. Culturally, Scottsdale punches far above its weight. Old Town Scottsdale is filled with art galleries, boutiques, and restaurants, while the city hosts events like the Scottsdale Arts Festival and Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction that draw international crowds. The dining scene is top-notch, with everything from upscale steakhouses to trendy fusion spots. Families love the mix of entertainment and community events, retirees enjoy the cultural richness, and investors benefit from a tourism scene that keeps short-term rentals in high demand. Healthcare is another big selling point. Scottsdale is home to some of the top-rated hospitals and medical centers in Arizona, giving retirees peace of mind while also providing jobs for healthcare professionals. Combined with Arizona's tax-friendly policies for retirees, Scottsdale offers financial and lifestyle benefits that make it stand out. In short, Scottsdale blends desert scenery, cultural vibrancy, and a resort-style lifestyle into one of the most beautiful packages in the Sun Belt. It's no wonder retirees flock here, families plant roots, and investors see Scottsdale as a desert goldmine. 5. Austin, Texas. Austin has become the poster child of the modern Sun Belt boom. Known for its motto, "Keep Austin Weird," this city manages to balance quirky culture with serious economic muscle. It's the capital of Texas, a live music mecca, a tech powerhouse, and one of the fastest-growing metros in the country. For retirees, families, and investors, Austin offers both the sizzle of opportunity and the soul of a creative community. Start with the numbers. The median home price in Austin sits around $504,000. That's higher than many other Sunbelt cities, but it reflects the city's incredible demand. Over the past decade, Austin's employment base has grown by nearly 50%, with companies like Tesla, Apple, and IBM fueling a tech boom that rivals Silicon Valley. Families are flocking here for job opportunities, retirees are settling in for the lifestyle, and investors see steady appreciation backed by relentless in-migration. Speaking of growth, the metro has exploded in population, regularly ranking among the top 5 fastest-growing large cities. That means neighborhoods are expanding, new schools are being built, and infrastructure is racing to keep up. For investors, a swelling population is a golden ticket, ensuring rental demand and property values remain strong. For families, it means access to career growth, cultural vibrancy, and strong communities. Culturally, Austin is legendary. Known as the live music capital of the world, the city has more live music venues per capita than anywhere else in the U.S. South by Southwest and Austin City Limits are just 2 of the festivals that put it on the global stage. Foodies swoon over the barbecue and Tex-Mex scene, retirees enjoy endless cultural programming, and families benefit from a creative energy that keeps the city buzzing year-round. Nature is another key part of the appeal. Lady Bird Lake offers kayaking and paddleboarding right in the heart of the city, while Barton Springs provides a natural swimming hole that locals swear by during the summer heat. The nearby hill country adds wineries, hiking trails, and stunning vistas, giving families and retirees alike plenty of options for weekend escapes. Austin is a city where opportunity and lifestyle collide. It's bold, dynamic, and endlessly creative. For families, it means jobs and community. For retirees, it means culture and sunshine. For investors, it means growth and appreciation. Austin might be weird, but in the best possible way, and that's exactly what makes it one of the Sunbelt's most beautiful places to live. Number 4. San Diego, California. San Diego is often called America's finest city, and honestly, it's hard to argue with that title. With its golden beaches, perfect weather, and laid-back vibe, it feels like a dream destination that people actually get to call home. But beyond the palm trees and surfboards, San Diego is also one of the most dynamic cities in the Sun Belt, pulling in retirees, families, and investors with its unbeatable mix of beauty and opportunity. Now let's talk numbers. The median home price in San Diego is about $983,000, which makes it one of the more expensive markets on our list. But the price tag comes with undeniable value. Families moving from Los Angeles or San Francisco often find San Diego a relative bargain, given its quality of life. Retirees see it as a lifestyle investment, paying more upfront for sunshine, healthcare, and community. Investors view it as a safe harbor, with steady appreciation driven by constant demand and limited land for expansion. Population growth here has been steady, fueled by both domestic movers and international transplants. The city's economy is as sunny as its skies, anchored by biotech, defense, tourism, and a growing tech presence. San Diego offers strong employment opportunities. Families are drawn to that stability and to some of the best public schools in California. Retirees benefit from a wealth of medical facilities, including world-class hospitals like Scripps and UC San Diego Health. Culturally, San Diego has a lot more going on than beaches and burritos, though both are pretty amazing. Balboa Park is home to museums, gardens, and the world-famous San Diego Zoo. The Gaslamp Quarter keeps nightlife lively, while neighborhoods like Little Italy and North Park offer food scenes that rival any major city. Families can spend weekends exploring SeaWorld or hiking Torrey Pines, while retirees enjoy art galleries, outdoor concerts, and farmers markets. And then there's the outdoors, the crown jewel of San Diego living. With more than 260 days of sunshine a year, residents practically live outside. Whether it's surfing in La Jolla, golfing in Coronado, or hiking in the nearby mountains, San Diego makes it effortless to stay active. For retirees, it's a lifestyle upgrade. For families, it's an endless playground. San Diego may come with a higher price tag, but what it delivers is priceless. Natural beauty, cultural richness, and long-term stability. Families, retirees, and investors all see it for what it is: a coastal gem that never goes out of style. 3. Palm Springs, California. Palm Springs is where desert tranquility meets retro glamour. Once the playground of Hollywood stars like Frank Sinatra and Marilyn Monroe, it has reinvented itself as a stylish desert oasis that draws retirees, families with flair, and investors looking for high-value vacation markets. With its palm trees swaying against mountain backdrops and mid-century modern homes gleaming in the sun, Palm Springs is as beautiful as it is iconic. The real estate market reflects that appeal. The median home price sits at around $622,000, which makes Palm Springs pricier than many Sunbelt cities, but also firmly places it in the luxury lifestyle category. Buyers here aren't just purchasing a house, they're buying into a lifestyle. Think private pools, golf course views, and timeless desert architecture. For retirees, this means a chance to live out the golden years in resort-like surroundings. For investors, Palm Springs is gold, thanks to its thriving short-term rental market, which consistently benefits from the city's year-round tourism. Population growth has been steady, though not explosive. That is actually part of its charm. With about 45,000 permanent residents, Palm Springs retains an intimate community feel while welcoming waves of seasonal visitors. Retirees love that balance of calm and vibrancy, while investors enjoy knowing the city's tourism keeps housing demand strong, even during off-peak seasons. Culturally, Palm Springs is bursting with personality. The city is famous for its annual Coachella and Stagecoach music festivals held nearby, along with Modernism Week, which celebrates its architectural heritage. Downtown Palm Springs is lined with chic boutiques, art galleries, and fine dining, making it a playground for those who appreciate both culture and leisure. Families can explore the living desert zoo and gardens, or hop on the aerial tramway for sweeping mountain views, while retirees can indulge in spa days and golf tournaments. And of course, nature frames the whole picture. The The San Jacinto Mountains rise dramatically behind the city, offering hiking trails, desert flora, and even cooler weather just a tram ride away. Joshua Tree National Park is also close by, providing an otherworldly landscape that draws adventurers and artists alike. With more than 300 days of sunshine each year, Palm Springs practically guarantees outdoor living. Palm Springs is not just beautiful, it's stylish, practical, and profitable. It's where retirees find peace and glamour, families discover a unique desert lifestyle, and investors tap into a tourism-driven real estate market. Simply put, Palm Springs is the desert at its most dazzling. 2. Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas may be world famous for its neon lights and casinos, but living here is an entirely different story. Step away from the Strip, and you'll find a city that is rapidly becoming one of the most attractive places to settle in the Sun Belt. Families, retirees, and investors are all discovering that Las Vegas isn't just about jackpots. It's about opportunity, affordability, and a surprisingly high quality of life in the desert. Let's start with the numbers. The median home price in Las Vegas hovers around $430,000. That's a bargain compared to markets in California, which explains why so many Californians are moving east across the border. In fact, since 2020, the metro's population has climbed more than 3%, reaching around 670,000 in the city itself and well over 2 million in the Greater Valley. For families, this means a growing housing market with choices across budgets. For retirees, it's an affordable desert escape. For investors, the combination of lower prices and rising demand makes Las Vegas a strong bet. The job market has also diversified in recent years. While hospitality and gaming remain central, Las Vegas has expanded into tech, logistics, and healthcare. That means more stable career opportunities for families and a healthier economy overall. Retirees especially benefit from the robust healthcare expansion, with new hospitals and clinics opening across the valley. Investors see this as a signal of resilience, a city no longer reliant solely on tourism to thrive. Lifestyle is where Las Vegas truly surprises. Beyond the Strip, you'll find family-friendly suburbs like Summerlin and Henderson, filled with parks, schools, and community centers. Retirees often gravitate toward active adult communities with golf courses and clubhouses, taking advantage of the region's sunny climate. The city also boasts cultural growth, with the Smith Center for the Performing Arts, a flourishing food scene, and professional sports teams like the Vegas Golden Knights and the Raiders. And let's not forget the outdoors. Red Rock Canyon, Lake Mead, and Mount Charleston are all within a short drive, offering hiking, boating, and even skiing in winter. With more than 300 days of sunshine each year, staying active comes naturally here. Las Vegas may sparkle brightest at night, but its true value shines in the daytime for those who call it home. Families love the opportunity, retirees enjoy the affordability, and investors see long-term gains in a city that continues to reinvent itself. 1. Charleston, South Carolina. Charleston is the crown jewel of the Sun Belt, a city that combines coastal beauty, historic charm, and modern opportunity in a way few places can. Walk its cobblestone streets under oak trees dripping with Spanish moss, and it feels like stepping into a living postcard. Yet behind that picture-perfect facade is a booming economy, a growing population, and a real estate market that has become one of the most desirable in the country. Let's dig into the numbers. Charleston's metro population is around 870,000, and it has been growing nearly 3 times faster than the U.S. average. That steady wave of newcomers is driving housing demand across the region. The median home price sits at about $581,000, which is certainly higher than some Sun Belt rivals, but reflects the city's soaring popularity and limited historic housing supply. For families, it's an investment in a community with excellent schools and job growth. For retirees, it's a ticket to a lifestyle rich in culture and scenery. For investors, the rapid appreciation speaks for itself. Charleston's economy is equally compelling. The Port of Charleston is one of the busiest on the East Coast, supporting thousands of jobs and fueling business growth. Manufacturing and tech are also rising industries, giving the city economic diversity that attracts young professionals and families alike. Retirees benefit indirectly from that strength, with excellent healthcare infrastructure anchored by the Medical University of South Carolina. Culturally, Charleston is in a league of its own, from rainbow rose pastel townhouses to the vibrant food scene that has put low-country cuisine on the map. The city's charm is irresistible. Festivals, art galleries, and historic tours keep the calendar full, while professional theaters and live music bring constant entertainment. Families enjoy the mix of tradition and modern amenities, retirees bask in the slower pace and community pride, and investors benefit from the constant flow of tourists who keep short-term rentals in high demand. Nature seals the deal. With pristine beaches like Folly Beach and Isle of Palms just minutes away, plus boating along the Ashley and Cooper rivers, Charleston offers a coastal lifestyle that feels both relaxing and adventurous. Mild winters mean outdoor living is year-round, perfect for golf, fishing, or simply enjoying the salty breeze. Charleston has it all: beauty, history, opportunity, and growth. It's a city where families thrive, retirees relax, and investors win. No wonder it takes the top spot as the most beautiful city to live in the Sun Belt. And there you have it, 25 of the most beautiful cities to live in across the Sun Belt. From desert escapes to coastal gems, from booming metros to charming historic towns, this region has it all. Families are finding bigger homes for their budgets, retirees are trading snow shovels for sunshine, and investors are cashing in on markets that just keep growing. But here's the fun part. Beauty is always in the eye of the beholder. Maybe you're dreaming of palm trees and sandy beaches, or maybe it's the mountain sunsets that call your name. So which city on our list stole your heart? Did Charleston's cobblestone streets win you over? Or are you ready to pack your bags for the desert glow of Scottsdale? We'd love to hear your thoughts. So drop a comment below and tell us where you'd move if you had the chance. And hey, if you enjoyed this countdown, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps more people find our videos. Subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the best places to live, retire, and invest across America. And make sure you ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep dreaming big, keep planning smart, and maybe one of these Sunbelt cities will be the place you call home.